Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Timberborn. We, in the last episode, did get the observatory done. Woo! And we got some weather stations in. And we also accomplished, let's get going here. We also accomplished figuring out the new sensor system here, kind of, sort of. We got a weather station attached to these guys here. We also completed the tunnel under... Where is it? It's in dark. I can't see. The tunnel under here, so that we can flush the bad tide from this bad drain this way. We just need to get this fixed the next time we have a drought. Hopefully that comes before a bad tide. We've got these guys here that we need to get tied into a weather station. And I'm not exactly certain how to do that because we've got different ones. We need these ones to come down and these ones to go up in order to flush that straight off the map. So I'm a little bit hesitant on figuring out what we are doing there. Building isn't connected to any district center. How is... Did that guy get built backwards? Yes, sorry, Bob, it did. I don't even remember when we put that in. What else? What else did we do? That was it. But we did say that in this episode, we were going to try and figure out how to tunnel through here to get the bad water drained out of the hole that is in here and make the bad water just go straight off the map instead of... Yeah, see, because our water sources are right there. So we want to come down in here and tunnel it straight off the map, because it's just this one little water source right here is dealing with all of that. So if we could make it drain off the side from this very low level, then we wouldn't have a problem with it spilling bad tide into here at a later date. We also could come in here and put in just the... I think we might leave that whole setup. But that means we need to come down to here and tunnel straight through here. So we need to get across here. Which doesn't look like it should be a problem if we just stick in another staircase there, staircase here. Then we start some staircases down. So let's do that. One there. One there. And then let's see, we need a spiral, I guess. Right? Because it's right at this point that we need to come out. If we come out, whoopsies, no, we want to come out right there. So that one's not going to work. How are we going to do this? I guess right. Let's flip that right there. And then we are going to... Let's go ahead and make that a 2-wide tunnel. We also are going to want to take out some of these trees right here and put in some levees. I think to make that funnel straight off the map and not spill this way. So, by golly. Oh, I think we got to get rid of these trees before they'll do this. Just go ahead and take that swath out. And then let's extend our path here. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Very good, very nice. Actually, if we get these, oh no, we have to be able to get down there to take those out. I'm all right. It's all right. It's all fine. It's fine. And then we'll have to like immediately be getting into there to put in the thingies underneath of there. Drought is incoming. Perfect. Perfect, because we need to get this done. So let's take a peek here. What do we need to do underneath of here? So we're going to need another set of tunnels right there. Boosh, boosh. Oh, and I bet we took all of the stuff needed to build this was right here, and we kind of took it away. No planks. Let's quick, because that's closer than running all the way back to the whatchamacallit. And I did not mean for that to happen. Okay, down. Down, please. Okay, we need to take out... probably those 4. And then we're going to put in a fill valve. Boosh, boosh. Right? So let's get those higher priority. And then we need to tie them. We need to tie them to a sensor. So let's see here. Let's come back over here and turn this one into the badtide sensor. That is weather station 1. All right, and then if we come back down here, oh, those are in already. We want to automate these 2 weather all right. Automate weather station 1 on unlimited. I think that's what we want. And when it's off, yes, that is what we need. When it's off, we don't do anything. When it's on, we are unlimited. Very good, very nice. All right, I need to change weather station 1's color though. So what did we... I think we just used the brightest red that was on there. Which one is these? Yeah, that red. So this is color this one. Very good, very nice. Okay, how are we doing over here? Holy cats! All right. Pause for a second because we're losing a lot of water out of here, which is not what we wanted. So we're gonna need a couple of levees here, right? And then we need to come down. And I think we need to take out these two. Yes. And then we're going to do the fill valve. Boosh, boosh. Okay. We're going to go ahead and I guess it doesn't really matter because we're about to lose the water anyways, but it kind of is annoying that we lost that much water because I wasn't paying attention. Whoops. I wonder if we actually could tie these to a contamination sensor instead. If we like put one here. And had these, we could change these ones and these ones so that they were tied to, we could do that to close them and open these, but we wouldn't be able to, because we need the contamination sensor down in here. Although I suppose we could, if we built it quick before. Contamination. That's a relay. Lever, relay, flow sensor. Here we go. So if we stuck that, does it work when it's flooded is the only thing. Bum, bum, bum. All right, can they get to this guy? Yes, yes, they can. All right, this is gonna be an interesting thing. They were supposed to take out this tree. All right, let's get running again. All right, we need to go ahead and click that guy. Man, we're losing a lot of water out of here. That sucks so bad. Oh. Oh, really bad. Oh, geez. All right, did these guys over here get shut off? They did. By their sensor. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The only thing I see is going to be a problem is this guy. This guy is going to drain that. So I think we might need to lower the threshold. I don't know that we can tie this little guy over here to the weather sensor. I did see a note from Bill saying that you could do some of that stuff with a relay. if we put in a relay, I just don't understand how it works. So I think I'm gonna have to like play with that. Let's come over here and see if how this is coming. Because I'd like to get this done before it is done. It is done. That one is done. Okay, so we can go ahead and unpause this one. They'll get that built. I'm half tempted to throw in a few more levees here just in case when it's coming out, it wants to splash. So maybe we do that. Oh my gosh, did they already build that? They're working on it. And it is in. All right, so let's see here. This is going to be all right, threshold 5%. All right, so it is currently off. We are going to tie it. Oh, we need to change the color on this guy to red for bad. All right, so these guys, we want to tie them to, wait, what is that one? It is a contamination sensor. We want to tie it to contamination sensor 1. Oh, interesting. Did it automatically change that, or did I accidentally change that? When it is off, we want a 0 height. When it is on, we want 100%. Correct. All right. Now, these guys, we want to automate them to contamination sensor 1 as well. When it is off, we want 0 flow through. When it is on, we want unlimited. Okay. I'm going to delete that. And I am going to go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and levy the top of that as well. I wonder if it changed that because I put the contamination sensor like right there with it. Interesting though. Very interesting. Kind of wish I'd stuck another levee in there while I was at it. We could still do that if we took out this one, put in one, and then put in another one, but I don't think it's that serious. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull that all the way back up. We don't need that anymore. Why did we end up with rubble up there? That makes no sense to me. How did that happen? Very strange. Very strange. They got that in, so let's put this last one in and then we can forget about this for a little while. We need to have a badtide for that to work. But we did severely kill this whole area. I'm gonna let that water drain into the hole to help keep our crop fields from drying out. But man, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot. Like bad in the foot. Yeah. With that whole thing. All right, let's come back over here. Did we get all of this in? Yes, we just need to get this guy built now. And it's going to be a 0 height for right now. All right, so these guys we need to tie into the weather station as well. I don't think the amount of contamination that might be stuck behind here after a bad tide is going to be that big of a deal. We're going to automate this to weather station 1. When it is off, the height will be 0. Correct. Same with this one. Automate to weather station 1. Then we need to come underground. Oh. Did I already set those? I must have. There is one thing. I'd like to go to weather station 1. Can we set this to warn early? And how early does it warn? Activate early. Ah. 1 hour. That should be enough to flip-flop things. These ones are set up to this contamination sensor, so those ones won't change. That will just make it do its thing over there. And duplicate copy. Oh, these ones don't have a pin available, it doesn't look like. Because we've got these guys pinned. I wonder if we could also set this guy to... Nope, it's just a lever. I have some idea that we didn't even have to put this here. It could have been over with the other one. We could have had all 3 weather sensors like lined up in a row here. That would have been an absolutely fabulous thing. We do need one more weather sensor, and that would be for drought. So that one's going to be set for drought. And we will figure out what it actually... So you can't attach a lever to a weather sensor. What is a relay? Can a relay? I know this probably, yes, because I want to figure this out. Oh, lordy. Not and or, I don't know what X or pass through. On if input is off. Oh, we dried out. We dried out. Not cool. I didn't actually even pay attention to how long this particular one was. But look at how much water we still have. Yeah, lots and lots of water. Whoops. Kind of made an ubu there. Okay, we were looking at this relay. Okay, so can I set... Drought has ended, so this is our bad tide one. This is our drought one, and then our other one over there should be coming much more quickly. Just make sure that our water isn't coming out here. It is not. Very good, very nice. It is starting to flow through. It's going to take a minute because it's got to fill the hole. There's so many little nooks and crannies over here that it has to fill before it can get into here. Okay. So we want the drought weather station, although we also have them tied into the bad tide, so we can't just actually tie it to one season, I don't think, without it not weather station 1, 2, or 3. If on, if input is off. No. Weather station 3 and weather station on if both inputs are on. Lever 1 it is, right? Yeah. No, lever 1 needs to get off. On if both inputs are on. Okay, so when this guy turns on, it should also turn on this guy. I think, being the operative word here, I think. This guy needs to go back to up. They're replanting all of the fields. How are we doing on food? We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Okay. And this looks like it is all set up correctly. Right? We've got our bad tide sensor. We've got our drought sensor. What color do we want to make drought? Just blue right now, I believe. We should make this one over here green because it's the greening season. I really feel like moving this one. And let's make it green. Okay. This drought sensor should be orange. All right. Now, with this one, can I tie in? Nope, you can only tie in one. Okay, so if I stick another relay here, right? And I tie an and to that, and then I tie in weather station 1 and lever 1. On if both are on. Lever 2 also needs to get tied to that. So does that mean I need a whole entire another lever? I think it does. Or another relay. We're just going to have a relay section over here. All right. So this one, and I'm probably going to get a lot of weather station 1 and lever 2. Right? That's lever 2? Yes. Okay. So badtide. What is tied all into that one? Those are tied to the contamination barrier. That's tied to lever 2. Do we have anything tied to those now? Oh, we've got these tied into that. That's into weather station 1. Right? Which theoretically they could be tied into lever 2, I guess now. All right, so then these guys, they need to be automated to, which one is it? It's weather station 1 that's the badtide one. Oh, I forgot. Let's come back. It's this one, weather station 1. Can we like, oh, we can. Badtide station, do that. Yes, it just automatically. This one is the drought station. Okay. Very good, very nice. And then this one is the temperate. All right, so now they are all named their appropriate things so that I will hopefully not tie the wrong thing to things. And let's come back over here. So for this guy, we want to tie this to the badtide station. When it is off, it is going to be 0, and when it's high, it's going to be on. Same with this guy, it is going to the badtide station. When it is off, it is going to be there. It is going to be there. This one, badtide station, when it is off, we want it to be, when it is on, we want it to be 0. Very good, very nice. Okay. I think that that's correct. We shall see, won't we? We shall see. Oh. Oh, hold on a second. All right. Kiddo was knocking on recording door, so I needed to answer that. All right. So we are... These guys are tied into bad station. When it's off, they go down. Same. And let's just make sure these guys... When off, it stops it. When okay. I'm hoping this works. I don't see why it shouldn't. But we kind of are... I'm going to go ahead and take those out just in case it doesn't work. And we need to do something else. Are we out of a log space again? I think we are. So we got a lot of trees in here that are not cut. That's so cute. I wish that we could pin these so that we could see them. Activate early. You know what? I want to activate early on the drought one as well. I don't know how many hours it actually does for that. We're up to 16k science, so I think we're looking pretty good there. I am going to... We are all complete over here. I kind of don't want... No, let's not do that one first. Let's do this one. I kind of don't want to have beavers walking through there if there is the possibility of any contamination. So I think what we're going to do... Since I don't know if we'll want to go that way again, and we have the time, and we have the planks, we'll just do that. Very good, very nice. I don't know why we'd need to go back over there, but hey, if we do, we can get to it. We might want to come in here and put in those the flood thingies, but we also put a sensor in there, so we can't really get to it. All right, what else? What else? We are looking good. They got that science there. That probably was part of what... Oh, you know what? Did we did get that, and I didn't even pay attention, and hopefully it was not when we had a beaver just sitting around there. We'll go ahead and throw that in. I'm thinking about what we could do here for a building of some sort. All right, we do have enough science for this now. Yes. Too far from district, cannot be reached. Can we stick a staircase in here? Will spiral work? No, it won't let us. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All right, we can just do a little. And it won't let me do that either. Okay, like what? What the what? Well, let me... It still cannot be reached. We don't need that. Oh man, I missed my ladders. All right, it looks like they're... There we go. That was what we needed. We needed that spot. Did I face that the right way? I guess it's gonna be the right way, isn't it? All right. So another thing I was thinking about is we could use more power over here on this side, and we've got this channel that is running through with bad tide right now. Now, if we straighten this out, brought it along here, lowered this edge, took out one whole row here, and then lowered one edge, we would be able to run a double row of water wheels through there. We just need, it's not that much HP, and that's part of the problem, is it's not a ton of HP. But I think if we straightened it out, so like if we took out this row here and then this in here and kind of straightened it out a little bit, we might be able to make it a little bit more accessible. So for that, we're going to need a double row of dynamite. Oop, nope, just one. Right here. That gets us there. Then we're going to need this all in here. And then we're going to need singles like back into here somewhere. Let's say we take it to there for right now. Ooh, okay, thank you. All right. Another thing I'm thinking is we should probably come down in here and block this guy off and put in some dams here, and then that would raise our water level in here. I didn't want to do that until we had some stuff going on there. I also think that I would like some dirt. I would totally like some dirt so that we could fill in some of this stuff, which means that we need more power. If we look over here, we've got to be careful. We don't want to run into our water thing, but we could conceivably, I think, put in a if we came up in here, I think we could get away with putting one right up there and connect to this power right here. And as long as we stayed away from that right there, we would be all right. So what we need to do is we need to get up here. We need to clear a little bit of this, which of course we made problematic by... All right, so let's put in a... I know, this is weird. We need a spiral. Or we could just fill that in. Not there. Drought incoming. Let's see here. Or we could just not do that at all. Let's come right straight along. It's going to be difficult there. We'll go ahead and we'll come down. Let's come down here. And we are going to take out... that. Go ahead and do that. We need to take out a couple of these trees over here. We'll make them go away, and then we will bring down a metal guy into here. We have 800 power. How much does the 200? So we have plenty of power coming out of there. And as long as we stay clear of this area right here, where our water source is like right there, we will be fine. I think we'll put in a couple of metal people up here right away. And have them... Man, I miss ladders. I miss ladders so much, you guys. Let's see here. We do have this guy right here. That if we could get down to it... that's not the right ladder. They would have direct access to this metal storage. Oh my god, we got 35 people who don't have any jobs. That is crazy. We are coming up on a drought here too, so we will be able to see if we if our stuff works. We told it an hour. Well, let's kind of look this way. We need a few more dynamite over here. That is so cute. Sun shining off the little ends. I almost think we probably want... Let's do a double there. That'll let us just bring power straight down. Wherever we need it. Alright, we're getting there. We should see... Want to be able to see these and this. That one came on, but this one did not. All right. So that did not work. Relays did not work. Okay. It's fine. But it lets me know, like, if this one isn't on, that lets me know that it isn't on. Not that that's, like, super duper helpful. Alright, we got all of this done. They built that, but didn't build that. I'm gonna go ahead and right straight along there. Let's detonate that as well. And then let's stick another staircase in over here. It will make life easier. That's a lot of scrap metal that we need to get out of there. I'd like to do it rather quickly because I'd like that dirt. Oh, stupid tree. Why? So I'm thinking we have a lot of extra people. Why not? Why not? Okay, excavator. How much space does that actually take up? I don't want it facing that way. I want it facing this way, I think. Which it's not gonna let us do because of the... We're missing a block right there. So it's gonna have to go like right there. I kind of would rather prefer it kind of like back here. Not drilling a hole in the side of our map, but yeah, that's kind of where I would like it. Which means this staircase will be utterly useless once it is complete. All right, we've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 5. We can fit one more up there, and then someone will be working on every single one of those. Boosh. Okay, good to go. We might want to come in here and take out a little more there. If we're going to put that excavator right here, I think. Maybe back one. Right there. I think we probably want to come down one more, bring our power across, and we can take this out as well. So let's do this. Let's do 3. Yes. And then another single. Boosh, good to go. All right, we'll let them work on that. How we coming over here? We did a good job. Oh. Perfect. Now, because I don't want to eventually see this power channel, we're going to need to overhang. So that we're going to need a 4, right? Oh no, we're going to need a 5. All right, because I think we will be able to fit... If we do that, I'm going to pause it. I don't want them to build that quite yet. And then we come over... we're going to have to... We're going to have to come up a block. So that's where that dirt is going to come into play. I'd like to be able to terrain block along the edges and keep that from being visible, if that makes sense. And then we need a channel for the actual power. So we're going to have to come down one more along this whole ridge line, right? I'm not actually giving this free reign yet, so because we want the terrain blocks. But if we look at the power wheels, six, we should be able to fit 7. All right. We're gonna have to get up here and get started on this though. So let's get a staircase in. I said a staircase, please. There. And then we will also, you know what, actually, if we put a platform right there, we'll leave that staircase because they already built it. But that'll get us back up this direction as well. Let's put it, the other staircase here. Right? We need this tree removed. Okay. Let's take a peek around our... We're about to get our... We'll go ahead and open that. So we're starting to dry out in here. We should put a sensor right here that when this is 0, it opens that guy. And there we go. We can go ahead and oh, I just got a Steam achievement. That is good. Get to a well-being of 30. I didn't. Wow. Wow. Oh, dance halls. I completely forgot about dance halls. Detailers, carousel, mud pit. Oh, that's what we can do with some of this power over here. We can put in a carousel for this area. Maybe we can power out of this side of this guy down into here and put the carousel over here. Do we need, do mud baths need power in this one? No, it's for the other guys. We also have detail. We got a lot of things to do yet. We did get this. Ooh, we did get this stuff in. And detonate. So we can start building this power channel. That's gonna come up. We're gonna run into a problem. We're not gonna be able to. Oh, 31. Didn't even know we were at 30 and now we're at 31. Oh, lever needs to go off, doesn't it? Probably about to start flooding things. What is going on here? Why do we have... Not quite yet. Oh. Almost. It takes so long. I almost feel like coming in here and filling in some of these. I know that's not the intent of the designer. I feel like there's some mysterious reason why, not just to make the water take longer to get anywhere, but if you were in hard mode, it would be difficult because you have all these things like taking up. Oh, the scrap metal is full. we're so close. We're so close. And I know we're running over on time. But we did accomplish a lot today. A lot. So we're going to have to leave putting in the excavator for another day. All right. So I want to say thank you as always for watching. I do appreciate you being here, and I understand that you have lots of people you could watch, and you are being fabulous by coming and watching me. Let's go ahead and stick in a path here quick, as far as we can get. That'll let them continue working on that. But look at this. Look at this. We're getting there. We are totally getting there. I think that once we kind of get this built up here, I'm half tempted to blow these out and put in some levees to take care of the contamination, but we will see what happens there. It's not really, we're not growing anything here, so it's not really that big of a deal. But anyways, once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.